Welcome to our channel. This is a channel that deals with the fat fire journey of a family. Our net worth goal is $5 million. Right? This is the first positive net worth gain we have seen since August, I think. So we've earned about 53,000 this month. So we're still not even close to an all-time high. This is just a small bump in the progression to our fire journey. So you've seen ads. I want to stop the ads, but Google doesn't allow you to opt out of monetization to get to 1,000 subs. So I want to get to 1,000 subs to stop all these annoying ads. I'm not in this for the money. I'm in this for the community. And right now the ads you see, they go directly to Google, and they have enough money. So let's look at the total. Our taxable amounts has ranged in the 950,000 mark. The house is pretty stable compared to last month, just shy of a million. Retirement accounts have scooched up a bit due to the market upturn. And this is the expense breakdown of this month. As you can see, home takes up a big chunk. This is to do with property tax payments. And the rest is pretty standard, but let's dive into. There's some weirdness going on. So the top expense is a house, as you can see in the previous graph. No surprise there. Childcare is rearing its head. It's a little bit higher than usual, but this is to do with some PTA payments, one-off payments, etc. The base should be back to normal next month. And shopping has taken its place around the holiday shopping, so this is going to be a bigger category as we gear into the holidays and shopping around that time of year and the rest of the expenses. So food is trending downward. This is to do with some thoughtful shopping that we didn't pay attention to. So switching some providers that we purchased from. But this is a thoughtful effort on our account to reduce the spend we have and the waste we create when we're purchasing without too much thought. So we'll be curious to see this next month to see how it progresses. Health is rearing its head to do with unexpected healthcare expenses, emergency room visits, things of that nature. Restaurant is pretty normal. We eat out about once a week, so this is tracking well to that effect. Entertainment, again, this is the holidays, so some shows that we are planning on seeing around the holidays, so we pre-purchasing some stuff there, as well as travel. This is basically pre-purchasing some plane tickets for travel we have planned later in the year. Which brings our total expenses this month to $12,000, a bit higher than what we would like to see at this time of year, but the health expenses are pretty uh, something we can then plan for that a bit higher this year. So it's going to be interesting end of year to see what we spend on healthcare this year compared to last year. So where we want to be when we retire. Once we have $5 million US, we plan to take from that amount based on the 4% guideline, a yearly income of $200,000. That is pre-tax. Our tax calculations and approaches we will speak on in a later video. So a little bit about us. We are two working parents. Our main source of income is a W-2 salary for both me and my partner. In addition to that, we have three children, ranging in age from 4 to 8, and we live in a high cost of living area. That will explain some of our expenses in a later portion of the video. So part of our post-fire budget is I include a 30K stipend for travel, and we started budgeting our vacations to see if that number is good for us or do we need to adjust it according to our vacation style. So we have a couple types of vacation styles we like. There's a high budget vacation and a low budget vacation. And let's look at an example from this past summer. So this is an RV vacation we took. We traveled mainly in California as well as several parts of Oregon. So as you can imagine, there's no flights doing an RV vacation. We just got in an RV and started driving. Food, since this was an RV, we had the possibility of cooking.
as well as some restaurants because we're on vacation. We didn't want to cook all the time. In stays, these are mainly campground type fees. Entertainment, since we are vacationing, we did several entertainment activity such as mini golf for the kids, as well as some dune buggies for ourselves. And shopping, we travel to different places, we pick up stuff. And transportation, as you can imagine, is the majority of the vacation. This includes the RV cost plus the fuel for an RV, which was quite substantial at California prices. Which brings the RV vacation total to $4,000 US, which is an average of $100 per person per day. We use this to track our number in terms of our budget for our fire number to see that we're on track to have the lifestyle we want. Another vacation we took was for New York City. This was without the kids. So flights. The flights were very cheap. We're thinking probably COVID related. It really cost us $300 to get to New York, which is usually more towards the $1,000 range. Food, again, some snacks for the road and things of that nature, something we can quickly do. Restaurants, this is New York, so we don't have a kitchen. We had to eat out for most of our meals. Hotels, that's including stays, $300 per night seems reasonable for us. Sorry, $200 per night. Entertainment, this is New York. Everything costs more, and entertainment really stands out. Shopping, a lot of shopping to do there. And transportation, these are mainly Uber and Lyft type transportation and rideshare from the airport to the health hotel and vice versa. Which brings the total for the New York vacation to $2,000 plus, which is $375 per day per person. Quite expensive, but this we use this number towards our fire budget to make sure we are aligned and the lifestyle we want to achieve post retirement. So this is the Hawaii vacation breakdown. Flights being both flights from the mainland to the island, plus some inter-island flights. Food is supermarket type grocery shopping. Restaurant is a bit high, but it's expected. It's a vacation. Stays in this case, it's hotels and Airbnb combined, depending on where we were. Entertainment are excursion type activities. Most of the time we spent free doing free activities, beach, hikes, things of that nature. And transportation, in this case, applies to the rental cars. As you know, rental cars have taken a hike in terms of pricing. Yeah. So the total Hawaii vacation cost is $6,000 plus. This was about 11 days, which comes down to $120 per day per person, which is in line with the RV vacation, which is quite a surprise. Um,
So this is the cost breakdown of a California vacation we took. Flights are flights from our location into California, specifically the Los Angeles area. Food is grocery type shopping. We didn't take an Airbnb, we were in the hotels, so food is just what we can eat, sandwiches and things of that nature. Restaurant, yeah, it's a bit high, it's a vacation, we ate out quite a lot. Stays are hotels. Los Angeles is super expensive. So this is about $200 a night average. Some were cheaper, some were more expensive. Entertainment, well, we're in vacation. Went to a few shows, things of that nature. Not too bad price-wise compared to the hotel stays, but we didn't go to, top performers or anything like that. Um, and transportation is cars and fuels, which is a huge component now. I think in California was about $5.50 per gallon. Quite expensive. What brings the total of that vacation, the California one, to $2,600, which comes to about $180 per day per person. It's still high when we expect to retire. We expect to pay about this for a family. I think the cost here is due to the hotels. $200 a night is quite expensive. Plus the fuel is quite expensive, but it is a good point when we look forward into vacations in high cost of living areas. We should adjust accordingly. Our vacation budget has enough leeway for that. So, recipe of the month. You're asking yourself, why does this show up in a fire-related blog? Well, we plan on traveling, and we like to cook our own food. It saves us costs on the restaurant type expenses. as well as we're planning to travel in various areas of the world. Uh, some of the foods we might like, some of the foods we might not. It's better, especially with kids, to have like a home base of meals that you can make anywhere in the world because there are the ingredients. So we've tried pineapple fried rice with the sweetness along with the protein. The kids seem to like it. Some of them take the pineapple chunks out, some of them eat them, but they get that sweet flavor as well as the protein from the eggs.
Our debt this month, we are still tracking for zero debt, and we plan to continue this approach. It has taken us long, long years to get to this approach and this number. I haven't started this blog once we were in debt, but it took us about 4 years to get out of debt.